right, so welcome back to the final recap of my 21-day detox. I am about 5 days out from when the detox ended, and I have to be honest, I've felt some pressure over the last few days, and the reason why is because when you do it, you start a diet or like a cleanse, a detox, whatever, and it comes to an end, whatever that plan or routine is that you have, and you don't want to go back to your old habits, and you don't want to feel like a failure by falling into a trap. And you definitely have to give yourself grace, because this has been a journey for me. If you have followed my channel, you know that I have talked about my getting finer fitness journey, and also losing 80 pounds and then gaining some of that back. So you have to give yourself grace. But I have to be completely honest that over the last few days, I've been very intentional and mindful of, hey, like, don't go and try all the things and grab things that you have been possibly craving, and now that you can eat it, you get it, because that's how you fall into the trap. And then also, it's defeating the purpose of the detox. So I've gone out a couple times since the detox has ended, and I've had to be very strategic, kind of like you saw me in the week 2 video, Valentine's Day weekend, about what I could order. And I think that's something that's going to be important moving forward regardless. And as I'm meeting up with my friends, a lot of times we'll ask, like, where do you want to go? And maybe a part of that will be me looking at the menu and saying, okay, like, let me offer a couple, restaurants and suggestions, and then we can come in the middle, and hopefully it'll be a place where I can modify my meals, or it'll be something like Papados and I get the salad. But either way, I've definitely just been like thinking about, like, don't go get Tiff treats, don't go get Cookie Society, like, don't go get sweets, because I love sweets. But it's really been very intentional. And I ordered groceries today, so it's February 26th, so it's about 5 days from when the actual detox ended. And I did order groceries today, and I got quite a few things that I could probably potentially meal prep. I did not meal prep today. I had a really busy day, so Monday and Tuesday I will cook some of it Monday and then some of it Tuesday, but I just did not have capacity to cook it this evening, so I did not. But I did get a lot of fruits, and the one thing about the detox, it has a very, very strict meal list, I should say, a list of foods that you can eat, and bananas were not on there, cauliflower was not on there, and I love cauliflower rice. I love to make like a stir fry, and then I do like to have bananas in my smoothies, as well as peanut butter. And I ordered almond butter with my Whole Foods delivery order. So I have almond butter, I have bananas, and I have some cauliflower rice. But those are things that I could not have, and I was like, okay, well, I want to incorporate that back in my meal plan, because those are things that I like, and I do need to be more intentional just about. There are some vegetables and fruits that can cause like inflammation and mucus and contribute to that. So I just need to be more aware of foods in general. And what I'm hoping that this detox will help me realize is, now that I've removed certain things out of my body, like, as I start to introduce them, I can be more aware of how my body responds to it, and help me to make a decision, like, is this something that you need to completely remove, or is this something that if it's a special occasion you can have it? Kind of like when I talked about dairy. Dairy is something that I definitely need to remove from just my regular eating, and unless it's a holiday or something special, I'm going to refrain from eating dairy for sure. So let's talk about some pros from the detox. Well, a couple things that I think went really well. When I was working out, I did not experience like the very heavy breathing where I felt like I needed to take a few minutes to catch my breath. And sometimes, sometimes, before the detox, it would take me like the entire workout to catch my breath. Like, I just could never recover from it. So I didn't experience that over 21 days, which was really, really good. I do feel like I had some energy throughout the detox where I would have expected to be more tired, but I was not, and I captured that. So that was really, really good. I do think that the overall food list was not really that bad. Like, I never felt like, oh, this is horrible. Like, I'm tired of eating this. I mean, there were some other things I would have preferred to eat, but it wasn't horrible. So I did enjoy that. I did like that it didn't restrict you on like calories, the number of calories that you could have, or it wasn't really counting like that. You know, there was the tea that you had to drink. There were the supplements that you had to take a total of 4 times a day. And then, you know, there were some things about like windows of when to eat and what not to eat, what time not to eat after. So that was okay. But like overall, I think it was fine. I love that, you know, just overall the discipline from it felt really, really good. It's been a while since I've had that type of discipline, and it's like it's rewarding, you know, yourself to know that you could be very focused and disciplined on something that you truly desire, and it feels good at the end. Like I was like 21 days, you know, like I can't believe I'm on day 21. I can't believe I'm on day 19. I'm about to be on day 21. It felt good. And when you accomplish things like that, it really will push you to like keep going and believing that you can basically do anything. So I really, really felt good about that. Another pro that I really enjoyed was just being able to like feel like I had a sense of control of my body. And that's why I started this detox, because I did not want to put myself in a position where I continued to take medication to try to get my allergies and asthma under control. And I felt like I had no control over my body. So I did feel like with this, I had some type of control, which is good. Some of the cons, and I don't really know if these were cons, but I would say the list of foods, it wasn't limited, but like I would have liked to, I really like peanut butter. I would enjoy some peanut butter. I would enjoy bananas. I love bananas in smoothies. I could not have that. I could have made almond milk, like homemade almond milk. I didn't feel like doing that, but I could have done that. That one was an option. You know, I think one of the cons for me, and this may not be specific to the detox, but you know, I really started feeling tired towards week 2, week 3, and I wasn't eating enough, so that started impacting me. And it's crazy. It was like when I wasn't getting enough sleep, but I was eating right, like I had the energy. And then when I wasn't eating enough, and that's something that my trainer called out, and I kind of was like, okay, maybe that's what's going on. And I started adding more food, like earlier part of the day, I could see the difference. I didn't like the way that felt because I had so much going on. Another thing that I don't know if it's necessarily a con for the actual detox, but I decided to stop taking some medication while I was on this detox because I wanted to completely cleanse my body. Being that I was sick before I started the detox, there were already things that I was not taking, and one was being my anxiety medication. It took me a while to start taking anxiety medication because I just felt like it was something that maybe I can get under control. I've never had to experience anxiety. It didn't trigger until 2021, and when I had a panic attack, it was something I had never experienced before. Well, during the detox, I started school. I'm going back to school, and I have classes Monday through Wednesday, and I think the newness of something in my routine on top of everything else I have going on just completely threw me off. And there were a couple nights where I was in bed and my mind was just going, you know, when you're asleep but you're not asleep, and I wake up really, really tired, and eventually I'm like, what is going on? It's my anxiety medication. So I decided to start taking them again. I won't really see the actual like effects of them probably for like another 20 days, but I did. And I did resume taking them. I was not taking them when I got sick. So it had been out of my system for almost 3 to 4 weeks, really. And I really, really felt that impact. So that is one thing that I did decide to do. And what I mean by it's not really a con is, you know, when you think about a detox and you're cleansing your body, you do want that by only eating the foods that you're eating and giving yourself the water and the vegetables and the fruit, that you would hope, at least me, that, you know, you would be able to heal your body and not deal with some of the things that you may deal with. Like I have arthritis, so the inflammation and me responding with my respiratory system But the one thing that I did realize is like I needed that, especially with everything that I had going on. So I'm not ashamed that I started taking them again. But for me, the way I was starting to just not get the proper sleep and just feel like I was just, you know what I mean? Like you're just anxious and it's a feeling that I didn't like. So that was a con for me because that was a decision that I made and I wish I would not have. So that's what I would say. Another con, I guess you can say, would be for me specifically was I need to meal prep. And I once upon a time was a person that would meal prep. Initially, when I started off working with a trainer, she actually would meal prep for me. I love that. She don't do it anymore. But she would, I would pay her and she would meal prep. She would do the meal prep and I would go pick up my food and it was convenient. But not being able to meal prep really, really played a part towards the end. That's where you see the not eating enough. And I work a hybrid schedule and I had to go into the office. So not having that food really, really made an impact. And we get into the sluggish and tired and, all of those things. So that was a con. And it just felt like that week was so long and I just could not get through it. I was like, can we just get through this week? And that wasn't a good feeling. But that's not with it. That's not anything that has to do directly with the detox. I guess you could probably say that kind of falls on me. What else? Was there any other cons? No, I guess I wouldn't say there's any other cons. Here's another pro that I didn't talk about. So this was really about me taking control of my body and really wanting to see like how if I remove certain foods and then I really focus on the vegetables and the fruits and more plant-based items, like how that would help me with, my respiratory system and things like that. But there was some weight loss that came with this. So that's definitely a pro. And I started off at 224.4. And on 221, I ended on the morning of 221, I was 211.8. And then on 222 and 223, I was 210.9. And then I went up a little bit on 224. But because I accidentally erased the footage, I did want to show you all the app that's on my phone. And you can see me scrolling through to see the my daily weigh-ins because I did weigh myself daily just to keep track. So that's a pro. That's obviously, great for me because I do want to lose weight and I would love to get back into the 170. So I think that was a very good push. And also I can definitely feel that I'm less bloated. So that's a great feeling and I can feel it in my stomach. So that's awesome. But overall, I really, really am proud of myself getting through this detox. There are some recipes that I found on YouTube that I do want to incorporate into this lifestyle. Like I said, I'm going to eat fish a few times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. I really need to find a local meat market, which someone gave me a couple of places to check out where I can get some fresh fish. And then I will meal prep that. So I'll have that throughout the week. Or maybe I'll do it close to the weekend. I don't know. I know I said I really would like to do like more plant-based Monday through Friday. And then on the weekend, I can enjoy the fish. So maybe, fish will be like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday or something like that. Or Friday, Saturday, whatever it is. I do want to find a really good meat market so I can find some fresh fish and create some type of relationship. But there are a few recipes that I really, really cannot wait to try that are more along the lines of plant-based. And I thought they were really, really good. No, I will not be recording myself making those. I don't think I will. If I feel like in the mood, then I will, but didn't intend to do that. But there are a couple recipes and there are also some YouTubers that I found throughout this process that I'm like, okay, like I like what you're doing. I like the alternatives that they've been able to create for foods that a lot of people really, really love. So I'm super excited to make those meals and also to have other people that I can, kind of observe going through their journey of plant-based, vegan, they're strictly raw food, whatever it is, but just to give me some ideas as I continue to transition into adding more things into, what I eat, but then also identifying things that I need to remove. So I am just so happy and excited that you have been a part of this journey with me. We made it through 21 days. We made it through 21 days. And I hope that I inspired and encouraged someone, not just about specifically weight loss, but taking control of something that you feel like you don't have control over. At one point I felt like I just didn't have control of my body because, when I would work out, I wouldn't be able to breathe. And it would take me, 5+ minutes, or sometimes, like I said, throughout the workout, I'm still trying to recover and catch my breath. That's not me. That's not the Jessica that worked out with Cynthia back in 2016, 2015, 2016. That is a challenge for me to accept, that this is my new norm. And by me being able to do this, it gave me a sense of control again. And that's one thing I'm so happy about, because it's hard to be limited on certain things that you can and cannot do. But when it's somewhat in your control, if you can take control of it, it's a powerful feeling. So I'm really, really happy about that. And also, for anyone who is on a weight loss or fitness journey and you feel like giving up, or you don't know where to start, I hope that this encourages you as well. Your journey is your journey. Don't let anyone force you into any type of diet, a fad diet, or like following certain routines. You want people around you who encourage you and inspire you to do certain things. But I can't tell you what to do. I can recommend, like, hey, this worked for me, I enjoyed it. But my journey is my journey, and your journey is your journey. And it's really important for you to determine what works for you. Maybe getting up every morning don't work for you to work out. Maybe you're an evening person. Maybe vegan, plant-based, vegetarian doesn't work for you. Maybe you want to do keto. Maybe you want to do you want to keep meats in your diet. Maybe you just want to do vegetarian, pescatarian. There's so many things that you have to figure out what really works for you, and no one can force that on you. So this detox for me wasn't about like somebody telling me this is what I needed to do. It was me making that decision of wanting to be in control and see what works. And this may not be long term based on what I need, but it's my journey and I get to decide that, right? Like, I want others to be a part of this as far as support, and I support them. But at the end of the day, like, I get to make the decision of what I want to do. So I hope that throughout this process, I was able to inspire someone just to know that whatever you need to do to take control of your situation, it's your decision, and you have the power to do that. But just stay focused and disciplined. And if you make a mistake, which I'm very proud of myself this time around, I did not, but I could have very well easily made a mistake. But you know what, it's about getting back on track. It's not staying there and not beating yourself up, giving yourself the grace that you need to move on. So thank you so much for being part of this mini series of following me through my 21-day detox. I am so excited. I'm so excited that I have found a coffee substitute. Whew. I've been missing coffee. That just came out of nowhere. I found a coffee substitute, so I can't wait to start my mornings with that. That's one thing I'm really excited about. But I'm just super excited for what's next in this season for me. So I hope that you have a good day. Thank you again for watching my YouTube channel, and thank you again for watching this part of my season with me. Have a good day.